You good? Is this on film now, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, site 4, this is where we're doing the Green Hills the Green Hills Beach access path. So there's a few instruments that we're going to be using here. We're using the compass, the anemometer, we've got a thermometer, and we're going to use the moisture meter as well as the infiltration. I'll go through each of them. So, thermometer is obviously measuring temperature. With the thermometer, at each different spot along the beach, so the berm, the primary dune, the crest of the dune and the hind dune, you take the thermometer out and leave it for a minute or two so it's able to settle. When you get up to the crest and the hind dune, I'd always try and put it next, try and rest it on a plant, and that way then you don't have any body heat affecting that. You take the measurement, after a minute or two. The anemometer can be tricky to use. It measures wind speed. Now, whilst we're filming this now, there's actually no wind, but what you would do is you would stand out, hold it, and try not to have your body influencing or interfering with the wind. As you can see, there's just no wind at the moment. So that little white ball is not moving at all. When we're down there, you'll see that it will move up. If on the day it's extremely windy, you would put your finger on the top here and read from the right side of the anemometer. It's unusual for it to be that windy because at that point you're starting to read at 20 knots. So there we go. So you can see just there with that little gust, that white ball is moving. So we're maybe getting gusts of maybe 4 kilometres an hour, so very light wind. To be measuring the direction, we'd be using the compass. The red arrow is always pointing north. And so let's just say for instance that the wind was coming straight from here, we would orientate the north with that red. We could try and keep it as flat as possible, and we could say that, well, the wind is coming from the north if that's where it was coming from. One of the other ones that we can use as well, that we'll use to measure the nutrients in the soil is the moisture meter. If we just place the meter into the ground, it'll give us a reading out of 10. So this is 2 out of 10, so it's saying it's relatively dry. We should find that the sand should be, 0, really up until we get to the top of the hind dune. And at that point, it may only actually get to 2, 1 or 2. It should hopefully show there's a little bit more moisture in it. It works well in conjunction with the infiltration rate. Hard to do on the grass, but if we come up to a sandy area here, by measuring this with a stopwatch, what we do is we take that 100 mils, we time it, and because it's a hard surface, it's not going to infiltrate the same way, but on sand, that water will disappear very quickly, and we measure the time in which that water infiltrates into the soil. They're the 4 or 5 things that we're doing at then those 4 sites along the dune.